live yet? I think we are. Hello, welcome to Tangel Business Show tonight. Hello, how are you? Let me know where you're joining in from. Wherever you are, it's the morning, afternoon, evening, like I am in the UK. Let me know where you're joining in from. It will be good to really know where people are joining from tonight. If you can see me, if you can hear me, let me know in the chat. How have you been? How has your week been? Mine has been really good. I've been able to push forward in some of the tasks I set myself this week, so it's really been good. Let me know in the comment if you can see me, if you can hear me. Thank you for joining in. Let me know in the comment where you're joining in from. It will be good to have you. Tonight is all about the Tangel Business Show, and tonight is all about the questions and the answers that have been putting some people it's been putting them on hold in moving forward in their business. So tonight is all about breaking the mold, breaking that cycle of I don't know what direction to go, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to do it. So tonight is all about bringing you the questions that are challenging you, hindering you from moving forward in your business, and getting answers that will help you to move forward. So if you're joining and you don't know who I am, my name is Tosin John, the host of Tangel Business Show, and the hope and the aim and the purpose and the objective of the Tangel Business Show is to be able to bring you the stories, the challenges, the lessons, and above all, the knowledge, the mindset, the strategies, the inspiration that you need to be able to take momentum building action steps for you to unleash your purpose and passion to be able to create and build a profitable and a successful business on your terms. So whether you're looking to start or you're already on this entrepreneurial journey, our aim and our mission at the Tangel Business School hosting this show tonight is that you have all the tools, you have all the knowledge, you have everything that you need to be able to move you from wherever you are in your business to where you desire to be. So let me know in the comment where you are joining in from tonight. Okay, you can see me, you can hear me. Thank you for joining in from Central London tonight. It's great to have you. Okay, all right. If you have any questions, I've come with some of the questions I've already been given. So I have some questions already, but it doesn't stop us. I want it to be a lively part of the show. I want it to be interactive. So whilst I'm talking about any of the questions that have been asked, what I want you to do is to put the comments, any questions you have, any clarifications, any further information you want, put them in the comment. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know if it's making sense. Thank you for joining in, sir. I'm really I'm so honored to have Pastor here tonight. I'm so honored. Thank you for joining in. I truly appreciate that. I don't take anybody joining live for granted. And even if you catch this on a replay, I totally adore you. It's nice, being on the screen, being able to share some of my experience and some of my expertise with every one of you. All right, I got this question. It says, "Hi Tosin, I work 9 to 5 at my job, and I'm a mom and I'm a wife, and I would really like to start my own business. And hopefully I will one day have the freedom that I want to be able to look after my family and the freedom to make more money than I'm currently earning in my job. But the challenge I have is that I don't know where and how to start. Please help." Some of us find ourselves in this sort of situation where we don't know where to start. We're already in a 9 to 5 job, but we will really want to be able to have our own business and to be able to make that side hustle or that business to become a full-time thing that you're working on, so you don't need to be jumping from 9 to 5 and running a business and looking after your family. There's nobody in a better position to tell you this than I myself, because I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm everything all rolled into one, and I'm an entrepreneur, not just entrepreneur to one business but several businesses. So I know how hard this can be. But what I want to do is to give you 3 things tonight that will really help you to go in the right direction. And the number 1 point is that, one, you need to define for yourself what is that one day, because what we'll find out is this: A lot of people have dreams. A lot of people want to start their own business. They want to go in the direction of their desire, of their purpose, of their passion. They want to make their purpose and passion to become something that starts to earn them income. But we are too fearful of the unknown. We don't want to step out of the comfort that our job already provides for us. So what we find out that we are doing is we keep pushing that one day, we keep pushing it forward. And until you define what that one day is, it's going to be very hard for you to take any sort of tangible step towards making the business your main source of income. So number one is, first of all, to define for yourself, when do you hope to start that business? Until you give it a definitive day, until you are clear about when that day is, you're not going to take any tangible step towards it. So number one is to define what that day is to define what that time is, in order to help you to begin to plan. You work backwards from that day and know what steps you need to put in place. And number two, I want you to understand is that whilst you're still in your job, which is what I did for myself, whilst I was still in my job, I knew that one day, and that day I already knew, is I'm going to work towards it. And you only work towards that day by researching, by planning, by taking small action steps. Right now, take those small action steps. And what are the action steps that you can take to help you to move towards having your own business and running it successfully as your sole income? Whilst I was in my 9-to-5 job, I would spend if I had 1 hour break, I could take half an hour to spend on doing research. I would go online and find out, what do I need to do? Even within the offices that I had to work, because I was a project manager, so I had to move between different projects, different offices, and I had to work with several people. So every time I find a resource, it could be spreadsheets, it could be I know we're using a lot of Microsoft projects. I learned how to use these things and I mastered them. I learned how to use Microsoft Access and I mastered it. I learned how to use spreadsheets and I mastered them, because I knew that one day some of these resources that I use are going to come very, very, very important for the things I'm going to do. So don't discard any sort of thing you're doing right now. Find a way to learn it in a way that you can incorporate those resources or those tools that you're using at your current job to help you in your business. So start the research now. Find out who are the people that are already doing this. Okay, find out what are they doing, how are they doing it. Begin to take notes, begin to dig deeper into what it would entail, because what you don't want to do is not have enough knowledge, not have enough understanding of that particular field or that particular sector you want to work in, and then you underestimate what it will entail. So now that you have the time to actually play around because you haven't invested time or money or resources into starting that business, now is the time for you to learn what it entails by using other people's platform, using other people's information already doing that business, to learn what you need to do and for you to be able to gather resources, gather information, gather the tips and the strategies that is going to help you also move forward. And number 3 thing for this particular question is that you need to build out. Listen to me. You need to build out what the vision is, because one thing I understand is this: until you put something out there that's going to motivate you, that's going to want you to want to build a business, you're going to be lackadaisical about it, you're going to be carefree about it, you're not going to put in the time that vision until you're not going to put that time into it. So how are you going to be able to work on this? Create a vision board. So many of us have seen YouTube videos or adverts or things that tells you how to create a vision board. Put something out there. All right, make a picture, print out pictures, couple them together, write the vision statement, what you want that business to do, the freedom you want that business to give you, the kind of life you want that business to give you, and put something where you can see it visually. So it keeps reminding you, it keeps motivating you, it keeps telling you that there's something bigger that is waiting for you on the other side. And once you have that down, it will really help you to begin to look forward to the time that you're going to actually be able to leave your job one day and start that business. So that is the answer to question 1. And the question 2, somebody writes, "Hi Tosin, I really need help. I feel like running a business is like I have to juggle a million things. And now I also have to show up online every day. How do I manage all of these moving parts without feeling burnt out? I just feel so demotivated sometimes because of all the things I need to do." Who has been in this sort of situation before? Please give me a wave in the chat. Let me know. Give me a wave in the comment. Let me know. If you feel like running a business is like running from one side of the pole to the other end, and you feel like you're actually not moving in the right direction, because it could sometimes get very overwhelming. You know, that is what I did in the Facebook Live last week. I talked about how to deal with overwhelm, because a lot of times, a lot of us come to a halt in our business. A lot of us grind to a halt because we are so overwhelmed with all the things that we need to do. But what I'm going to say to you when you feel like you're running in too many directions, okay, is this: what you want to do is to prioritize what are the things that is going to move my business forward. There's a lot of things that are involved in running a business, but not all of these activities, not all of these tasks are there to bring you money. Okay, so what you want to do is to focus on revenue generating activities. If somebody can type that in the comment for me, you focus on only revenue generating activities. What are some of these revenue activities? You need to sit down and say, what are the activities, or what are the things that I only need to do this week, next week, this month, this quarter, this year, that when I do it, when I actually take the step, I will get customers. So every other thing that takes your time, that makes you look busy but it's not actually bringing in customers, okay, you need to put them aside, or you need to find someone that will actually do those tasks for you. Outsource those tasks. Sometimes it could be just the fact that we want to make our website prettier. Those are activities, but they are not revenue generating activities. You need to prioritize. What are the things? A lot of times we think showing up on social media, yeah, thank you, revenue generating activities, RGA, revenue generating activities. Thank you. So a lot of us think being on social media, commenting, liking posts, and all of these things are going to help our business, but a lot of times those are just activities that make you look busy, and before you know it, you spend 2 hours on social media, and the things that you actually need to do to bring in customers for that day, you haven't done it. So what I want you to do is to sit down and find out what are the things that you actually do in your business that brings in customers. Focus on, yes, thank you, Yinka, thank you. Focus on revenue generating activities. Find out those tasks that whenever you do them, it could be the fact that you send messages to 10 of your current customers and tell them that you are doing a sale in your business, and that whenever they recommend anyone that buys something, 10% from the discount you give to the customers will go to them. Do things every day that brings in new eyeballs, new people to your business. So you don't want to just look busy. You don't want to focus on just doing things that make you look busy. Oh, I'm so busy in my business, I need to do this, I need to do that, and you have 100 things on your to-do list, but none of them will actually bring in a new customer. At the end of the day, you have that business to give you customers, not just for the sake of, oh, I'm an entrepreneur. It's not a title. you run a business to bring in money, and the only way you bring in money is when people are buying, when people are giving you money. Okay, so in order for you to be able to deal with this question with a lot of people have, is the challenge that I'm busy, I have a lot of things, and I don't know how to put them. When you prioritize, list out the things that you actually need to do, because once you have things set in stone, let me give you this instance. Once you have some activities that are set in stone that brings in customers into your business every time, you know that business is bringing in money, then you can actually use that money and the profit to, buy yourself some time. You can actually pay people to do other things that you would not really want to do. There are some people, they don't like looking admins are sending emails, replying back to customers. You have to use the resources, the money that business is making you, to buy yourself some time. I'm going to give you another instance where you can use the money that business is making you to buy some time, as long as you focus first on those revenue generating activities that are bringing you money. Okay, there's one section or one sector of our business that now we had to, before it would take us the whole day answering people the same questions over and over again. What's your rate? What's your rate? What's your rate? You could spend hours every day, like every single minute, people asking the same questions, and that takes it takes the bulk of our time answering questions, the same questions over and over again. So how did we mitigate against these things that actually take our time? So what we had to do was to invest in our website. We built an app. We had a developer build us an app that would make sure we now send this app to all customers. Download this app and have it on your phone. This is the website if you don't want to download the app. Now this website and this app answers the questions that we spend time on the phone answering. Now we have our time released for us to actually do more things in our business that brings in money. So that's just a simple example of how you can make sure that you're spending less time answering customer basic questions, and you actually release yourself, put systems in place, use technology to help you answer those questions, those basic questions. Sometimes it could just be that in your business you're receiving emails from people every day about certain, how does this product work, how can I use this, how do I put this eyelash on, sit down, create a video, make a video of how that product works and have it everywhere. Have it as your WhatsApp story, as your Instagram story, as your, put it somewhere. Even when people ask, all you just need to do is send them that video every time they come into your own if they purchase from you. The first email they receive, or the first welcome thing they receive, is the video of how that product works. That way you release yourself from having to be the one explaining the process or the procedure over and over again. So that's how you can actually free yourself from doing menial tasks that don't actually bring in new customers, that don't bring in money, but they are necessary. Okay, so that's question 2. And another way is that you can also find other people around you that can actually really help you to do certain tasks. Sometimes what I do, if I find that there are some things that I need to do and I don't have the time, I just seek for help. There's nothing wrong if your business is not at the point where you can afford to pay people to work for you. There's so many places, Upwork, Fiverr, where you can actually pay people for such a small amount. You'll be amazed at how small you can actually pay people to do certain things. You need people to help you do certain tasks. So if you find out that you have a list of things that you need to do, but because you have to learn to do that particular task and it's taking you long, making you feel burnt out, making you feel overwhelmed, pay people to actually do that task for you is speedier, is quicker. You can get it done for, much less than you actually think, and it helps you to move forward quicker. Okay, so that's number 2 questions tonight. If you have any question that you would like to ask or to add to some of the things I've already outlined here from the questions I had previously, you can still put it in the comments. Let me know, and I'll be I'm prepared to answer those questions. Okay, number 3, this person has sent me the message. It says, "Hi Tosin, I'm not really making sales in my business, even though I try to do all the things I've learned over the years, and I feel like I'm just investing money into the business that is not making enough returns on investment. What do I do?" Aren't we all in the business to make money? Don't we wish we all made sales every day? Don't we wish we all made enough money? Isn't it? Because the whole purpose of having a business is for it to make us money. Okay, so I want us to understand this. Making sales in our business is down to a lot of factors. There's so many reasons why you could not be making sales, but I'm just going to dwell on 2 reasons why you might not be making sales and how to mitigate that fact. Okay, number 1 is that, are you tracking those sales? Are you tracking the numbers? A lot of us, we just sit and say, "I'm not making sales." But the first thing where you know you're not making sales or you're not making enough sales is, first of all, to find out what is a sale figure to you, because it's different from the fact that I made 0 sales. But if you're saying you're not making enough sales, okay, that means you've already sat down, you've told yourself, this is my target. I want to make £5,000 from so product, from so item, from so service. Okay, are you tracking? Okay, are you tracking those numbers in the first place? Are you tracking the sales? What was the target that you set for yourself to make sales in that month? What did you actually make? So unless you can tell me what your target is, then I can tell you, okay, you are 10%, short of target. You're 5% short of target. You're 50% short of target. So first thing first, you need to set a sales target for yourself in your business. Every product, every service you offer, you need to have sales target for them. Okay, so you need to track those numbers, because if you don't have the numbers that will help you to track if your business is going in the right direction, if you're making enough sales, it will not motivate you enough to know, am I doing enough to bring in the sales? So having the number, having a target, having the sales target will actually push you to do all that's necessary to meet that target. Because until you have a goal that you are actually reaching for, that means you don't know, did I make up sales? Because you never even had a target of what that sales should be in the first place. Okay, and so number 2 is, how many items, product or service do you need to provide? How many things do you need to do in a day? Thank you for the thumbs up. All right, how many things do you need to do to be able to bring in sales? Okay, what have you done? You need to find, I had this number of sales in the last month. How did those people contact me? How did they reach me? How did they find out about my product or my service? Because what you want to do is to be able, all right, you want to be able to make sure that those areas where those customers have come, you want to multiply your effort in those areas. Okay, if for instance you got 2 customers from Facebook, maybe you went on Facebook, you went in Facebook groups, you put your product and service, you help people in the comments, and then you introduce them to your service, you're able to get 3 customers. Or you went on Instagram, you were chatting to people, maybe there's some pages that say market your business, Saturday marketing, Friday marketing, and you market your business on their channels, and you were able to get customers. what you want to do is to multiply your effort with those avenue that's already brought in sales for you. Because if this thing is working, why reinvent the wheel? Just multiply your effort. If your website has brought you sales, what you want to do is, what keywords helped you to bring those customers in? What page did they land on for them to be able to be convinced to buy? And what you want to do is make those pages, be at the forefront of other people just like that person. So you want to make sure that, one is that you have a sales target, and number two is to find channels, because a lot of people, right, they are not tracking, one, the sales, they are not tracking, number two, the channels that bring in customers for them. If customers come to your business through referrals, what you want to do is to offer more referral opportunity. And people will not refer unless, one, they've had a sort of satisfaction from the service you provided, and number two, you remind them to refer your service and your product to other people. Okay, so sometimes we believe that once this person has bought from me, that's the end of the job, case closed. You want to make sure that this person, they bought from me, they've experienced what I offer, they've experienced the sort of product and the services I offer, and now they can talk about that product and that service to other people. So we want to maximize the channel of referral. And the final thing in terms of making sales in our business is that a lot of us, we believe that once we have social media pages of our products and of our services, once we have a website, that's it. You need to actively write this down. You need to actively seek for the sale every single day. Don't believe that once you have a product, you have a service, it's fantastic. Yes, we have no doubt about that. And you've told people once about it, you've put it on social media pages, you have a few people like and comment here and there. That's it. You don't talk a lot about it. You need to actively seek for the sale. Don't believe that people need to come to you. You need to go out and look for the customers, because the reason why you have to be active, especially now in the social media era, is the fact that there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of people seeking for attention. If you look at your social media, every two posts that you see, the third one is an ad. Every 3 posts you read, the third one or the fourth one is an ad. So we are being bombarded with so many things vying for our attention. And your customers are the same people that are scrolling through the social media every single day. And the effort that you need to get their attention is twice as hard as it used to be. Hence why don't sit and think your customers will come to you. You have to actively go and seek them out. Because if you don't go out and they don't know you're here sitting down and you have a fantastic product or a fantastic service, you are the one losing now, because it is you that have invested your time to create a product, to have a service package and all of those things. But you have a fantastic product, you can offer fantastic services, but people don't know that you exist. So you've got to let them know why you are here and why you can do the things that they need. Okay, so we're going to stop here tonight. And if you have any more questions, if you have any more things that you would like me to touch on, send me messages. On this Tangel Business Show, the aim and the objective is to be able to bring you knowledge, the inspiration, the information, the training, and the resources that you need, the tools that you need to help you create a momentum and a purposeful business. Okay, you want to make sure that you have everything at your fingertips to do what you need to do to create a profitable business. So if there are any questions, I want you to still send them to me. There's going to be a lot of question and answer on the show to make sure that those things that are bugging us, those things that are weighing us down, are not allowing us to move forward because we don't have clarity about them. We want to begin to bust every myth right now. So just rounding up today, some of the questions that have come to me is the fact that people want to start their job, but they're still in their 9 to 5. They don't know how to start. So the key to starting once you're still in your 9 to 5 is research. Start to take, small action steps to begin to build all the information out, to begin to build other things, what you're going to do, what you're going to need, how you're going to brand yourself, how you're going to come out, what social media platform you're going to be using. So this is the time to build on the research whilst you have the time to do that now. And another thing is to make sure that you define for yourself what that day is going to be, because unless you have the day already spelled out, you're going to continue to procrastinate. And number 3 is that you need to have a vision board. Put something out that will motivate you to want to, look forward to that day, to be able to say, yes, this is the day that I actually begin to take a new step forward in my life. And the question 2 that we talked about tonight was the fact that someone said, I feel like running a business involves a lot of things, and sometimes I get overwhelmed and I feel burnt out because there's so many things and I need to do, and I'm moving in the right direction. I'm going to also point you to go and watch the last video that I did, which is how to deal with overwhelm. Sometimes those things that we need to do are very simple, but we make it so hard. What you need to do is that you need to plan. You need to define and categorize and outline and prioritize what are the things that actually move your business forward. What are the revenue generating activities you need to only focus on that brings in money? Once the money starts to come in, you can now make use of the money to buy yourself time, either by outsourcing or by investing in technology that helps you simplify the process and to help you to move forward. Okay, and number 3, some of the questions that came in that we've answered tonight was, I'm not really making sales in my business. How can I make more sales? And what we did to round up on that making sales is, 1, to have a sales target. You need to define what that sales is for you. And number 2 is that you need to find out what channels you already use that are bringing you customers, okay, and multiply on those. It doesn't need to get harder. It doesn't need to get more entangling. Simplify things for yourself, because when you simplify the process, it makes it easier to move forward. So until we come your way again, don't forget, you have all it takes to unleash your purpose and passion to create a profitable and a successful business on your terms. All right, this is Tosin Jones signing out. Good night and have a wonderful time. Bye for now.